Level 1 MI6 applicant. You are 23 years old. You sit in a rented room in South London at 1:17 a.m. The radiator clicks every few minutes, but the room stays cold. Your laptop sits on a cheap wooden desk near the window. You drive a 2012 Ford Fiesta with one missing wheel cover. You have 640 pounds in your bank account. The MI6 application page glows against your tired face. You are not a spy yet. You are someone who wants life to feel larger. You read the page carefully. It mentions foreign intelligence and national security. The words sound official, but they feel dangerous. You imagine passports under false names. Then the form asks about debt, drugs, travel, and relationships. It does not ask if you want adventure. It asks if you can survive being inspected. The reward is your first glimpse of hidden status. You may enter rooms that most people never know exist. You may work on history without ever appearing in it. The cost starts before you press submit. You delete old posts from university. You stop making careless jokes online. Your mother calls and asks why you sound strange. You say work has been tiring lately. That is your first lie to someone who loves you. You press submit at 1:43 a.m. But something has opened inside your life. It looks like a career path. It is really a door that never fully closes. Level 2, cleared candidate. You are 24 years old. You pass the first stage. Your past now becomes part of the interview. You sit in a beige room with no window. A clock ticks above the closed door. A man in a navy suit asks about your finances. A woman with silver glasses asks about your relationships. They know about your 900-pound overdraft from university. They know about the party in Manchester in 2021. They know about the ex you stopped calling. Nobody raises a voice in the room. They are not searching for a perfect person. They are searching for a person without easy handles. Debt can become a handle. Shame can become a handle. A private secret can become a leash. You answer slowly and keep your hands still. The reward is access. You move closer to classified files and locked corridors. You start to feel chosen by the machine. The cost is exposure. Your private life is no longer fully private. Your father asks why government people contacted him. You tell him it is only routine. Both of you know that is not true. That night, you lie awake in the dark. Every message feels like it has a witness. You learn the first rule of intelligence work. Before you are trusted with secrets, you must survive losing your own. Level 3, trainee officer. You are 25 years old. You are accepted into the Secret Intelligence Service. No one gives you a pistol. No one gives you an Aston Martin. You receive an email and a start date. You also receive rules about what you must never say. You arrive near Vauxhall before sunrise. The Thames looks gray under the morning light. Cold wind pushes through your thin black coat. Your shoes are polished too brightly. Your tie feels tight around your throat. A temporary pass hangs from your chest. Inside, it looks less cinematic than expected. Coffee machines hum beside the hallway. Then training begins behind a secure door. You learn how to write intelligence reports. You learn how to read hesitation in speech. You learn how to remember faces without staring. You learn how to ask questions that sound harmless. Your salary is about £39,000 a year. It feels impressive for 1 week. The reward is identity. You have a badge, a clearance, and a purpose. You are inside the world you used to imagine. The cost is silence. You cannot explain your day to anyone outside. You cannot post a photo from work. You cannot tell your best friend why you missed his birthday. You keep saying work has been busy. Your normal life starts to thin out. A secret life does not begin with action. It begins with distance. Level 4, desk officer. You are 27 years old. You become an intelligence officer. Your desk has 2 monitors and a locked drawer. A secure phone sits beside your keyboard. At 8:40 a.m., you read a report from Istanbul. At 10:15 a.m., you review notes from Doha. At 2:30 p.m., you rewrite one paragraph 3 times. The paragraph concerns a shipping company and missing equipment. By evening, the report enters a red folder. The folder moves to a room you cannot enter. Someone older than you reads your judgment. Someone powerful may act on it. You learn how much one word can change. The word confirmed can move money and fear. You are not chasing villains across rooftops. You are chasing certainty through broken information. The reward is influence. Your name stays hidden, but your words travel upward. Your work reaches people you may never meet. The cost is responsibility without glory. When you are right, nobody outside knows. When you are wrong, someone else may bleed. You begin noticing small things everywhere. A car parked twice near your flat. A man looking away too quickly. You sit with your back near the wall. Your girlfriend asks why you always scan rooms. You tell her it is only habit. She asks what made it a habit. You look at your plate and say nothing. The job changes your eyes first. Level 5, Field Officer. You are 30 years old. You receive your first overseas posting. Officially, you work under diplomatic cover. Unofficially, you now live closer to the edge. Your apartment sits on the 6th floor. You own a government phone and a local SIM card. You keep a notebook you never leave open. Your wardrobe becomes forgettable on purpose. You wear plain shirts and dark trousers. Your shoes are clean, but never memorable. You learn the city by risk. One hotel lobby has clean exits. One side street has broken cameras. One cafe has terrible coffee and good sightlines. Your work becomes physical now. You walk routes before meetings. You check windows without turning your head. You enter buildings through side doors when possible. You wait for people who may never arrive. You learn how fear changes breathing. You learn how lies reach the eyes first. The reward is field status. This is the life civilians imagine when they hear spy. There are foreign streets and diplomatic receptions. There are quiet conversations with double meanings. The cost is slow danger. Danger is not always a chase. Danger is a white sedan parked too long. Danger is a hotel clerk remembering your room number. Danger is a stranger using your name too early. That night, you eat cold noodles from a plastic box. You do not feel glamorous. Level 6, Case Officer. You are 33 years old. You become a case officer. You no longer just collect intelligence. You run people who risk their lives for it. Your first source is 47 years old. He is an engineer with a bad back. He has a wife and 2 children. He wears brown shoes with cracked heels. He sweats when he lies. He also sweats when he tells the truth. You meet him in ordinary places. One meeting happens near a bookshop at 6:20 p.m. Another happens behind a pharmacy with a broken camera. He gives you names, dates, and procurement numbers. You give him reassurance, money, and instructions. None of those things guarantee survival. The reward is power. A human being takes risks because you asked. The cost is responsibility. He is not only an asset in a file, he is a father buying school shoes. He is a man checking windows before sleep. If you push too hard, he may break. If you trust too fast, you may be played. If you misread danger, he may vanish before sunrise. Your salary rises to about £52,000 a year. Your conscience does not become easier. Trust is a weapon that cuts both hands. One evening, he arrives 17 minutes late. You sit with a coffee you cannot drink. When he appears, his face looks older. The silence tells you more than the meeting. Level 7, Double O Candidate. You are 36 years old. A sealed file reaches a small internal board. Your name is inside it. People outside would call this the James Bond path. Inside the service, nobody says it like that. The file describes special operational suitability. You may be trusted with missions nobody can admit. You arrive at a remote training site before dawn. The air tastes metallic in your mouth. You run 5 miles with a weighted pack. You sit through pressure drills in a cold room. You practice cover stories until they sound natural. You learn to keep breathing while people watch your pulse. You learn that charm is useless without control. This is where the fantasy starts dying. A tuxedo does not protect cracked ribs. A fast car does not make fear disappear. The reward is elevation. You are being shaped into its sharpest edge. The cost is transformation. The training does not remove fear. It teaches you to function while fear stays inside. You call your partner during a short break. Your knuckles are split across both hands. You say the course is tiring, but fine. You say yes because truth would only hurt them. The closer you get to the legend, the less human it feels. Level 8, Double O Agent. You are 38 years old. You become a 00 agent in the story people imagine. The number does not make you immortal. It makes your failures easier to deny. You carry passports under names that feel borrowed. You can build a cover story from small objects. A boarding pass becomes a history. Your missions feel like controlled accidents. You meet a banker in Monaco at 11:40 p.m. He sells access for cocaine and protection. Every smile in the room feels rented. You sit beside a minister's aide on a night flight. The reward is myth. This is the part that looks like power. You wear a dinner jacket that costs £2,400. You step from a black car under hotel lights. You enter rooms filled with rich and dangerous people. The cost is identity. You spend more time pretending than being. You answer to names that are not yours. You wake in hotel rooms and count 5 seconds. You do not drink too much. Control is more useful than courage. Affection gives enemies something to hold. Relaxed people miss the first sign of a trap. One night, you stand in a marble bathroom in Geneva. Blood stains the edge of your white shirt cuff. None of the blood belongs to you. You wash your hands longer than necessary. The mirror shows a well-dressed man with tired eyes. You recognize him slowly. Level 9, Station Chief. You are 45 years old. You leave the sharp end and move into command. You become head of station in a hostile capital. Officially, your title still sounds diplomatic. Inside the building, everyone knows your real function. You are responsible for officers, sources, meetings, and mistakes. Your residence has marble floors and a security gate. Your children attend an international school. The yearly tuition is £24,000 per child. Your spouse smiles at receptions beside foreign officials. You attend dinners under chandeliers and hidden microphones. You speak carefully even when discussing the weather. You learn which local minister drinks too much. The reward is command status. Ambassadors know your name and answer your calls. You sit near decisions that cross borders. The cost is exposure. Your mistakes become opportunities for other services. A junior officer makes one small error. He uses the same cafe twice in 9 days. Local surveillance notices the pattern. You catch the problem during review. You pause the operation before someone disappears. Then his face loses all color. That evening, you stand on your balcony. Traffic glows red below the residence wall. Someone in the city may betray their country. Command is not control. Command is loneliness with better furniture. Level 10, Chief C. You are 54 years old. You become Chief of the Secret Intelligence Service. The public knows the position by one letter. That letter is C. Your photograph appears in newspapers beside a short biography. It does not mention the names that still wake you. Your office is larger now. The carpet is thicker beneath your shoes. A secure briefing folder waits before dawn. Intelligence now comes to you in floods. There are plots, warnings, hostage risks, and cyber intrusions. Every morning, the world is already burning somewhere. Your job is choosing which fire matters first. The reward is ultimate status. You brief the Prime Minister. You advise cabinet behind closed doors. You speak for a service most citizens never understand. The cost is final isolation. There is no higher officer to absorb the blame. Your successes become silence. Your failures become classified history. At public dinners, people joke about James Bond. You give a careful smile and a harmless answer. They laugh because the myth feels charming. You do not laugh because you know the cost. On your final week, you walk through Vauxhall before sunrise. The river looks gray, just like your first morning. You pass a young trainee in the corridor. His tie sits too tight around his neck. He looks at you like you were the summit. You want to warn him. You want to say the service takes pieces politely. It takes one secret at a time. It takes one missed birthday at a time. It takes one necessary lie at a time. But you say nothing. You began with a rented room and a glowing laptop. You wanted your life to matter. The secret world does not make you a superhero. It turns you into a locked room with a human face. Then he presses submit. The cycle begins again.